Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Humane Entertainment. I'm Humane. I intend to entertain you. So, how's everyone doing today? Bear with me, my depth perception is not exactly at its best because of this eye patch, so I'm good. Ready to get spooked. Yes, indeed. I mean, you've already gotten pretty spooked with Clock Tower, I think, so... Alright, yes. Good. Just the Dino Dance for inspiration and all that. Inspiration, pep, etc. So yeah, I'm doing good. I'm pretty excited about today's game. Because some of you may have seen me play the classic Alone in the Dark trilogy. That's an example of the classic fixed camera style survival horror gameplay. Well, I say example, it's actually the fixed camera style survival horror game, because Resident Evil then took it and made it a popular thing in the first place. The thing is, ever since Resident Evil 4, it's become more of a norm for that franchise, as well as survival horror games in general, to have over-the-shoulder style cameras instead. I'll go deeper into the differences when we get to the game proper. But yeah, the game we're going to be playing today is Tormented Souls. It is very similar to what Clair Obscur is to classic turn-based RPGs. It's a game made by people who missed the older style of gameplay after most game developers have moved on to a different style. So Clair Obscur does that in response to Final Fantasy, becoming more real-time action RPGs. So Tormented Souls does that in response to survival horror games, becoming more over-the-shoulder style games. And it turns out I'm not the only one who likes to go back to the basics, because my guest star today also wants things to go back to basics. Apparently he considers the modern human way of individualism and free will to be too complicated, and prefers it back when the will of the elder gods is everyone's truth instead. I don't know if I agree with that, but let's irresponsibly give this guy a platform. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my guest star for today, Bob the Cultist. So, Bob, how about you introduce yourself to everybody? And I just realized Bob isn't responding. Well, that's a problem. Oh, is it because... Oh, I think the problem is... Okay, Bob, you've been ruining so many things today. Okay, yeah. Turns out, because I'm running in safe mode, Bob won't show up unless I do it manually. So, let's do this manually. Let's see. So, hi Bob. Okay, yeah, Bob. I'm sorry, Bob. There's some technical issues, and I'm gonna be honest, I think it's your fault. What do you think about that? Apparently it's part of being being a member of the cult of Nyarlathotep, apparently. Yeah, okay, so you might have also noticed he's speaking a certain language that not everybody will know. I happen to have studied the language of Nyarlathotep, so I'm learning a lot of languages today. So I'm here to translate what Bob is saying. Bob also apparently has the ability to psychically say things to me, which, similar to Yumina, is just going to give me nightmares for the past coming weeks. But yeah, so again, I'll just be translating whatever he is telling me. So yeah, the game we're going to be playing is Tormented Souls. I am just going to start the game, and then from there oh, hi Lan. Yeah. Hello Humane, hello Starlight, and hello Bob. Yes. Bob, can you say hello to Lan? apparently he decides to say that psychically to me instead. So he says hi, Lan. Yeah, so Bob is creating a lot of technical issues right now because of his chanting. Was it your chanting that's doing this, Bob? Okay, Bob, I'm gonna stop you there. I can tell when you're trying to summon Cthulhu. There's a difference between you saying something and you trying to call Cthulhu. So please stop that. Okay. So, anyway, yeah. Yeah, I am gonna have to do things manually instead of using a stream deck that I would normally use. So, unfortunately, things are going to be a little bit more manual with OBS. But yeah, I'm just going to start the game. Wait until we finish the game at least, Bob. Yeah, indeed, Bob. Sheesh. Okay, so let's see if this would be the right scene to switch to. Yes, okay. So yeah, this is Tormented Souls. Let me get something first. Okay, yeah. So we're going to start a new game. Okay, yeah, we're going to start a new game. I'm gonna let the cutscenes play out, and then we start with the actual gameplay. I will start talking about what I want to talk about, which is the fixed camera style of gameplay. I'll talk about it after we exit the first area. So there's that. Oh yeah. Oh woo! Excited to see the game again. Yeah. Me too. I've only, compared to Alone in the Dark, I've only played this twice. So, this is still relatively fresh to me, even though it came out in 2021. Still feels kind of fresh to me. So, yeah, looking forward to it as well. So, here we go. So this is our main character. Caroline is her name. Caroline Walker. Feels so much longer ago than 2021. I vaguely remember hearing about this, but no, nothing about it. Well, yeah. So yeah. So I'm gonna try to present it today.
For me, I never receive letters.
Okay, so here's gonna be an interesting little thing about this game. So, notice, yeah. From John Doe, Wildburger Hospital, Winter Lake, Blackwood Island, Canada, to Caroline Walker, 578 Rain Street, Campbell River, Canada. We've had horror games taking place in Japan. We've had horror games taking place in America. Not a lot in Canada. So, that's kind of fascinating, isn't it? Canada as the setting for a survival horror game. But yeah, so yeah, a John Doe has sent this to us. What's inside? Oh, so too much forest, not much gets known. yeah, that's the reason. Oh right. Wait, let me quickly fix something here first. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so there's a picture of some twins here. What happens if we actually look closer to it? My head. What's that? Alright. So she gets some kind of headache when she sees these twins for the first time. Interesting. And on the other side, you just think you can abandon us here. Yeah, or do you think? Yeah, okay, there's going to be a few... Compared to other AAA games, there are going to be a few little hiccups just from a design standpoint. Just bear with it. This is not a AAA game. This is more of a AA game, if anything. It's an indie game. So do give it some understanding that it's not exactly the most polished in writing sometimes. Okay, so do you think you can just simply abandon us here? Okay.
It's been 2 weeks since I received that letter from the Wildburger Hospital. Since then, I haven't been fine. I can't get out of my head the image of those little girls. I can't sleep. And when I am able to fall asleep, it's only to dream horrible nightmares. I need to know what's going on. What's the meaning of all of this? I'm going to the Wildburger Hospital in hopes of finding some answers about this strange photo. I need to know what's going on.
Okay, her voice might be a little bit low here. The volume of her voice. This is just for this one cutscene. That's just a little mixing problem, I guess. So it is going to be more normalized after this cutscene. Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna say it. Do not get used to her having two eyes. I really love the art style. Ah, yeah, good. Yeah, I do like the art style too. So yeah, trigger warning, nudity? Not the nice kind of nudity, more like the oof nudity. Oh, well, that explains the eye patch now. Yeah, there you go. I love creepy mansions, yeah. This poor girl, man. Oh, come think of it, it's too bad Clock Tower 3 didn't have the entire mansion to explore. Huh. Yeah, I guess, but then again, Clock Tower 3 does make you move from one area to another, so at least there's that. I mean, this also moves you from one area to another, but it's still in the area of the mansion, so there you go. Yeah, I have something to say about fixed camera games. I will talk about it a bit more after this environment. At least it left her clothes, I guess. Yeah. So yeah. Oof. Again, this poor girl, man. At least it was done properly. Yeah, yeah. Fair. Okay, so just to interact a little bit. Why was I connected to the respirator? Also, no interaction. You will see the prompt for interaction only when you actually look at it. So if there's no interaction here, that means there's no interaction. So just to be clear. Oh, I see what you meant. Okay. Oh God, what have they done to me? Who could have done such a horrible thing to me? Why? Oh, she's gonna learn so many things. Okay, so this came from one of the updates. Another costume, a brown leather jacket with blue jeans. So this is just an extra costume. You can put it on, and if I'm going to be very honest, I actually do prefer this because I don't know, it feels more practical to wear something like this in such a situation. But I am going to keep things as canonical as possible, so I am going to use her default costume. So yeah. All right, let's see what we find here. Oh, so Bob just told me something with his psychic powers that he apparently has. Yeah, he says that this hospital makes him feel nostalgic. Great, love to hear that. Okay. Okay, so I thought I wouldn't be able to believe anymore. All this time I have refused to let hope grow inside my chest, but now that Maria is pregnant again, I'm going to believe again. For Maria, for those little souls, for me. So there's like a birth certificate here. Also, this is William Wildburger's diary. And on the other side, Today is the happiest day of my life. After all the suffering we have endured the past few years, Maria, my beloved wife, has blessed me with 2 beautiful angels. But there is more. After all this time, she has returned to me. She looked at me with her eyes wide, as if she had not seen me in years, like she was waking up from a dream. That is not all. Something odd happened when I checked my watch to find the exact time at which the first baby, Emma, was born. Okay, so the first baby, Emma, was born and something happened with the watch, okay? As I opened the lid, the glass cracked and the hands utterly stopped. I do not think this event to have some meaning or other. I am not a superstitious man, but Maria insists that it is a sign. She has started using the hour as her lucky number and uses it for everything. Okay, so Maria uses this lucky number, which is the time of the broken clock, as her, as a lucky number and uses it for everything. Keep that in mind. So, and also, we also know now this William Wildberger is married to someone called Maria. So, just trying to keep things in her head and all that. Okay. Let's see. All right. So, here's a little tutorial. I will talk more deeply about this, but do notice that there's 360 controls with the control stick, and with the control pad is tank controls. Yeah, they very specifically say that. Yay, puzzles, yes, indeed. Also, holding X allows you to run, or WASD and shift to run, and so with the Y or space, that's how you get the inventory, which I already showed here. Okay, so there's also do not let shadows embrace you. Ominous. What does that mean? I am going to show what that means, but that means we are going to quickly speed run through this first section again, just because I just want to show what they mean with let the shadows embrace you. Okay, so there's this door. The doorknob is missing. I can't open it. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so we can't open this side. We can't open this because the padlock is holding it in place. But there's a clock here. An old pocket watch. There's a latch on the crown. Okay, so let's see. On the other side, time stood still when my 2 angels fell from heaven. Okay, so twins were born. Emma was just the first one who was born. Also, yeah, this along with the fact that there was the whole reaction to twins and all that, to the twins in the photograph. Twins in general are going to be pretty important in this game's plot, which I guess is a case of the developers writing what they know, because the developers are twins too. So that's an interesting little trivia there. But yeah, time stood still when my 2 angels fell from heaven. So yeah, this Emma was born the moment when this clock suddenly stopped. Question for the chat. Were you aware of this game before the stream? So Vanilla Ninja says nope. Okay, yeah. So happy I can introduce this to you. Yeah, so here you see an old photograph of 2 young twins. And the time would be 12:35. All right. There's a padlock here with 4 numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 5. Hey, there you go. And we also get the combination padlock in our inventory. Okay. We have a wrench here. We found this game because we want the fixed camera horror game, right? Yes, indeed. I specifically missed fixed camera horror games, which again I'm going to talk more deeply about in the next room. And yeah, that brought me to this game. So yeah, I am happy I found this. Anyway, an old rusty wrench. The jaw size is adjustable like so. Hey, look at that. So I'm going to show the wrong way to do this just to demonstrate. Hey, so the doorknob is missing. I can't open it. But what if we use this wrench? Oh, it's not the. It can be modified. Yeah. So modify it. This should be the right size. There you go. So yeah, puzzles. East Wing Corridor. So yeah, unfortunately, she doesn't take the wrench with her after this. And honestly, I feel like you really should bring it with you. Like, I happen to know for a fact that this game does allow you to keep an inventory, an item in your inventory, even after having already used it, because there's going to be multiple uses of it. I also happen to know we are going to get a proper melee weapon, but then again, she wouldn't know that. In her eyes, in her eye, she would consider, hey, here's something to whack people with. Maybe I should keep that with me. Like, come on. Okay, but yeah, in this room, I do want to give a little, I guess, lecture on fixed camera games. So what is fixed camera survival horror game? You might have already seen a little bit of it, but the camera isn't following the character's back like you would have in a monitor. In her eye. Yeah, I just couldn't resist. So yeah, but yeah, the camera isn't following the character's back like you would in a modern survival horror game. Instead, there are cameras that are fixed in certain positions within the world. Once you're in a certain area, the camera will switch to another point of view, like so. Like right now, it is in this point of view. Now it's in this point of view. And now it's back to this point of view. So it changes. It's almost like it's almost like our point of view is that of security cameras, which is kind of creepy in its own right? Okay. So nowadays, people tend to be used to what's called free controls. In fact, they don't call it free controls anymore. They just see it as the default. It's just that pushing the control stick to the left makes the character. Let's see if I can position this right in the. Let's see. Yeah. So if we if we push the control stick to the left, it makes the character move to the left relative to the camera. Push to the right makes her move to the right of the camera. So it's all from the camera's point of view. So yeah, that's free controls. That's what we call free, or we don't even call it free controls anymore. That's just what free controls is, or just what people consider the default. So believe it or not, that wasn't the norm back when 3D just started. See, what we also had was what we now call tank controls. Instead of basing the direction of the control on the camera's point of view, it was based on the character's point of view. So, let me have a good repositioning of her right now. So, pressing up makes your character move forward from the character's point of view, like so. Pressing down makes the character move backwards from their point of view, like so. Pressing left and right makes them rotate. So, here she rotates this way, here she rotates this way. So, okay, so what's the point in this difference? Well, some people may consider this to be antiquated. Why not just use free controls? After all, this game has both. You have free controls with the control stick, you have tank controls with the control pad. In fact, that's the reason why I reserved this lecture for this game instead of Alone in the Dark. Because Alone in the Dark only had tank controls, while this game has both, so I can better demonstrate the differences. But yeah, why even have tank controls then? The reason is fixed cameras. Hey, it all links together, doesn't it? Bob says it's all connected, like the dream of Azathoth. Ominous. Anyway, so yeah, look what happens if I use free controls, so the control stick. Let's see what happens if I use that while the camera switches. So I am going to have to push down in order to move to this next area that changed the camera. Oh, yeah. Now I'm pressing down, but yeah. The camera now the character has to kind of fidget along with where the camera is looking. Even though the camera is switching all over the place. That's because free controls are not made with fixed cameras in mind. So yeah, I kind of showed that how I press down, and then down suddenly becomes something else as a result. So that doesn't happen with tank controls because it's all based on the character's point of view. And I'm going through this camera switch smoothly Because from the point of view of the character, I'm just going in a, well, relative straight line, like so. Like, there you go. See? I don't have trouble with the switching camera angles. That's the benefit of tank controls, because all I'm doing, just like this, see? Just up, down, up, down. Okay, so yeah, that's the use of tank controls. So, this of course brings up a question though, why even bother with fixed cameras in the first place? Why not just use over-the-shoulder cameras? Because that over-the-shoulder would be more of a default, right? Well, two reasons actually. First is cinematography. Just look at the way the camera is positioned. It can convey emotions and set the tone. An over-the-shoulder camera would, in this situation, just have the same camera angle as you would see normally, which is behind the camera's back. More functional, yes. Way less emotional. Every camera angle in a fixed camera game is made with thought put into every shot. Modern developers have tried many ways to make video games resemble movies, and yet they have abandoned fixed camera style games, which honestly makes good use of the one thing that movies have over video games, which is cinematography. So, okay, then we have another argument. Why not just have a cutscene play then? Cutscenes are essentially movies inside video games, right? Yes, but that leads to the second reason you would want to use fixed cameras. You're not sacrificing gameplay for the cinematography. Consider that in a modern horror game. You play it normally, then a cutscene starts. Unless there are quick time events, which I'm personally kind of against for different reasons, but you can mostly count on the fact that you are safe as long as there's a cutscene. Because you're not playing during a cutscene, you're watching. So now there's a segmentation. You either play the parts with no cinematography, or you watch the parts with cinematography. No in between. Fixed cameras have both, because there is now cinematography during gameplay. Just look at this section where I move towards this. I know there's a lighter here, so just look at that. Look at how the camera reveals something. Like, this is cinematography while the gameplay is still going on. See? Like, there's a reveal of what is in the scene and what isn't in the scene. Cinematography there. So yeah, there's cinematography while you're still playing. All that you sacrifice is that you don't have full control over your camera's angles, like in a modern game. And I understand that people want that control in order to feel like they are in control. But this is a horror game. You're supposed to feel helpless. You're supposed to feel like you're compromising with the situation. That's why it fits so well. And again, fully aware, this is not everyone's cup of tea. But I think fixed camera tank controls do have a place in video games. And I'm glad there are a lot of indie developers who are making fixed camera tank control games. Unfortunately, all AAA survival horror games, like Resident Evil, Alone in the Dark, and Silent Hill, have moved on to over-the-shoulder cameras. The camera is always just at the back of the character. Personally, I think that's a shame. We need variety in our games, and simply moving forward to the most comfort for the players by making everything the same is going to damage video games as a whole as it goes on. But yeah, enough about controls. Let's actually move on with the story. So, here, an old gas lighter. Okay. Suddenly the lights turn off. Ominous. But okay, yeah. So, as long as we have this equipped, the light's on. So, this brings us back to a question that we had earlier. Do not let shadows embrace you. Why is that? Well, just for fun, I'm gonna walk into this place that used to be full of shadows. And now, I'm going to unequip this lighter. Let's see what's gonna happen. You're dead. Yeah, that's why I said I'm going to have to redo the first section just quickly, but there you go. That's the lovely, yes. So that's why That's why the do not let the shadows embrace you. The darkness is essentially an instant kill here. So yeah, and then the picture, headache. So yeah, that's the importance of the candle. We are going to light areas in this game in order to not be captured by the shadows. We also can't fight enemies in the shadows because otherwise we'll be killed by the shadows. So yeah, so there's going to be a lot of back and forth of turning lights on in order to actually fight against enemies and all that. Yeah, just grab this costume. We already read this. Oh yeah. Open this. There's a clock. We already know the whole puzzle here. So okay, so one, and I just realized there's a annoying little cursor there, but is the cursor also for you guys? Hold on. No, okay, should be fine now. Okay. So 2, 3, 5. There we go. Got the padlock. Also, I am not sure if I'm going to beat this game in a single go. There's a possibility that I might have to cut the playthrough off somewhere in the middle of the game. If that's the case, we'll see if I continue with this game next Sunday or if I am going to do something else. So we'll see. But I am eventually going to complete this game again, so there's that. Okay, I do want to check now, right, though. Okay. Yeah, there was like a cursor thing that was stuck on the screen. I want to check if that was still the case. Oh, which controls do you prefer? Okay, so here's the thing. I do actually prefer free controls for a lot of other gameplay styles. Just for fixed camera horror games, I prefer tank controls. So I am going to switch around back and forth depending on situations, though. So for example, let me grab the lighter first. Yeah. For example, in this case, I am just using the tank controls because that's better for this situation. However, if I do want to be a little bit more, well, I wouldn't say precise, I just want to quickly turn to a specific position, that's when I switch back to the control stick in order to do things like this. So I don't, yeah, my preference would be for fixed cameras. I prefer tank controls. For everything else, I do tend to prefer free controls. No, question for Bob. How do you keep control? First question for the chat. Is this the kind of game you would play? Just watching for vanilla. Okay. All right. Question for Bob. How do you keep control? How do you keep control? So he psychically tells me that he is never in control. Nyarlathotep just controls him. So lovely. Okay. Okay. What we are gonna see here? This is one of those examples of cinematography happening without taking control away from the gameplay. Because look, I'm just going to move forward. Oh, see, this scare happens without taking away control from me. Like if I stop, that's out of my own shock of what just happened and all that. And this coincides with the camera switching. Like, there you go. Cinematography without taking away my control. If this were a third-person camera or a over-the-shoulder camera, either they will stop your control in order to show a cutscene of that happening, or they will still do it like this, except there's a possibility you might be looking at this wall while this painting suddenly fell down. Like, it adds risks to whether you can actually see the cinematography, you know? So yeah. Okay. Let's see. It's locked. It appears to open electronically. Okay. So we should fix the electronics or something. Okay. It's operated by the hex socket. Okay, so hexagonal. Keep that in mind. Oh, so this is the kind of game you would play. I don't really remember. Did I control the game in our first playthrough? I'm not sure. I don't think you did, honestly, because I think at that time you didn't want to play horror games, as in play it yourself. But look at you now, playing Clock Tower 3. Okay. Okay, so 7-inch tape that can be used to record information. All right. Old files, nothing interesting. It's not plugged in. Okay. So, anyone who has played the... Okay, first I'll just... Oh, usually when we play a game together, I usually have to control it, otherwise I can't keep my focus. Well, yeah, but I don't think that was... At least I don't remember Tormented Souls being something that you actually played. But then again, I could just misremember, of course. Anyway, what's this here? It's covered in blood. God, it reeks. I don't dare lift the sheet. Well, alright. Anyway, anyone who has played Resident Evil, or at least the classic Resident Evils, they would know about saving being a limited thing. As in, you have to actually get ink ribbons in order to actually save the game. This game does it too. You need these recording tapes in order to actually save. Now, here's my personal opinion on this. I like it in Resident Evil. I like it a little less in this game. And that's mostly because of the coherency of the gameplay. See, here's the thing. In Resident Evil, it's all about item management. Even when you grab key items, it fills up your inventory. And thus, the gameplay is all about managing your inventory with your inventory space. This game doesn't have a limited inventory space. There's just a unlimited amount of items that you can hold. Yeah, it doesn't look like it right now, but yeah, there's never going to be a moment where you will get the sensation of, oh crap, I don't have room for my inventory. So yeah, the game clearly is not about inventory management, at least not to the point of how Resident Evil does it. You will have limited ammo. That's one thing, but it's not the case of actually managing inventory like Resident Evil does. So this game essentially just does this recording tape thing just to be like Resident Evil. Personally, I don't feel like it's doing that because it actually serves gameplay. That's my own opinion on that. But yeah, it's actually not that smart of me to save right now because I can go further if I want without risk of dying. But just to actually show how the saving works, let's just actually do it here. So slot data will be overwritten and previous data will be lost. Are you sure you want to overwrite? Yeah, the slot C I just used as a test recording thing, so it's fine.
An old magnetophone. It looks like it works. Recording my progress might be useful if anything happens to me.
So, yeah, the fact that this is a Canadian setting, you might hear a little bit of a Canadian accent every now and then. So every now and then you might hear just a little bit of her saying things like "a boot" or "I'm sorry," for example. I think it's cute, honestly, but I know it might be a little bit distracting for some people, but yeah, there you go. The Canadian accent is a little bit there in her voice acting.
My name is Caroline Walker. I came to Wildberger Mansion seeking information about 2 girls in a photograph I received in the mail a couple of weeks ago. The last thing I remember before losing consciousness was arriving at the hospital and entering the mansion's main hall. I remember pain and then nothing. I woke up sometime later connected to a ventilation machine. And my eye had been removed. Why? Why would someone do such a thing?
Yeah, why would someone do such a thing?
I don't know what the hell is going on in this place, but I need answers. Every time I close my eyes, I see those girls. Am I going insane?
To be fair, being in a survival horror game, you tend to go insane just a little bit. Anyway, yeah, this I do like. I do like how she essentially does a recap of what's been happening in the meantime when you save. It only happens if you have a certain amount of progress. Sometimes she may just not say anything as you save because you essentially haven't done enough progress. But yeah. All right. That doll certainly is ominous, isn't it? Was there... Oh, yeah, okay. The people in the picture are wearing masks. The whole thing is unsettling. You know what? That reminds me, Bob, why are you wearing a mask anyway? Because individualism is a sin. Okay. Okay. Here's another door. It's locked. It appears to open electronically. Okay, yeah. Yet again, we should turn on the electronics for this. Question for Bob. Why did you join the cult? Why did you join the cult, Bob? Huh. Okay, so on the dark web, apparently there is a website where you can just search for different cults to join. And he simply picked one in his area. And he specifically wanted to learn necromancy, and that's how he ended up in the cult of Nyarlathotep. Interesting. Okay. So you were just very interested in necromancy. Interesting. All right then. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to show you now is actually something you're not supposed to know for the first playthrough. In fact, this is something that's only hinted at after the credits. So only after the credits do you get the hint of how to do this. Because it's essentially an extra for New Game Plus. Thing is, you don't actually have to do New Game Plus to do this. But for people who want to have a little bit of an easier time, the hint... Oh, might as well just grab this. Hey, a map. I will talk about the map in a second. Yeah. For those who want a little bit of an easier time in this game, because this game doesn't have difficulty options, okay, what the end credits tell you is to interact with this painting thrice, and then walk around that helmet that I passed by. Yeah, walk around it counterclockwise 6 times. Or 9 times? I don't know. I'll just keep going until it happens. So, yeah. I'm just gonna show it. So, Judith beheading Holofernes, painted by Caravaggio in 1602. Okay? It depicts Judith beheading the Syrian general, Holofernes, in his tent after charming him. The recreation of Caravaggio's work is outstanding. Okay? It almost looks like the original. Okay, so that's interacting with it once. Interacting with it twice. And that's officially 3 times. And now, just gonna walk around this 3 times. Oh, or 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5. Okay. Hey, look at that. And now we get a little extra puzzle. I say extra because you're not supposed to do this on the first playthrough, and what we're going to get out of this, I am not going to use it throughout this entire game because it would actually not be how you would first play this game, but yeah, just for the sake of showing you this. Oh, what is this for? Okay, so how you should do this puzzle is all the red lines. Just put all the squares of the red lines together. Just if you just put them together, you will see that the red lines are 7 and 2. If you put the black things together, it will make a certain shape. And hey, here we can rotate this. 7. 2. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Okay, let's bring this back to 7. Okay. It ends up a little bit pointy. Yeah, there we go. And then... No, not this one. This one. Hey, look at that. So yeah, a heavily modified nailer. It shoots 3 nails in a row. Yeah. So, we normally we are still going to. We are going to get this game's version of a pistol. This pistol is much more powerful than the normal pistol. We should not actually equip it here because it's in the dark right now. Let's see. Okay, but yeah, I'm just gonna point out. Yeah, this shoots 3 nails at the same time. Oh, wouldn't that be bad for item management because you use more ammo? Technically, no. Because here's the thing. For a lot of enemies in this game, you will need 6 or 8 nails in order to actually kill them. This triple nailer shoots 3 nails at the same time, yes. But those 3 nails together will knock an enemy down. And thus, you can then hit the enemy with a melee weapon instead. Save you a lot more ammo in the long run. So, yeah, this game is going to carry you for the first part of this, for the first half of this game, if you actually use this instead of the normal nail gun that you will get. But again, I am only going to use it for one enemy just to demonstrate it. Afterwards, I am going to switch back to the normal gun just to be fair to how the game is supposed to be played. But yeah, after we've gone through all that, oh, it's locked from the other side. Okay, so we can't enter through here. Anyway, we also grabbed a map. Let's see. Question for the chat. What do you think about the gameplay elements of this game? I love it. I mean, I love the fact that the developers pretty much said, okay, yeah, over-shoulder cameras, that's fine, whatever and such, but we really did miss the tank controls gameplay, the fixed camera angles, tank controls, and the fact that they actually made that in current times just makes me happy as a fan of this old style of gameplay. So I'm just happy to see it again. So yeah, you might notice this map, it doesn't have like an arrow that shows where you are exactly. It simply lights up the area that you're in. Personally, I like that better in a survival horror game than I do in like an open world game or something. An open world game, yes, please tell me exactly where I am. But for a survival horror game, I want to be able to take in the environment. So through knowing that, okay, there's the stairs going up over here, stairs going up over here, stairs going down over here. Oh, right, that's where I am. Here, there's stairs going up, stairs going down, and it also makes me remember in my head. Oh, right, here's the east wing corridor where I found the lighter, for example. Here's a private restroom where we started. Here was the bath. Here would be the mirror. Here would be the... It helps me have a more proper image of the world in my head, rather than me just, autopiloting through everything. And I just noticed... No, okay, it's fine. Yeah. Okay, so that's one thing. What I don't like about this map system compared to the likes of the Resident Evil 2 remake, for example, is you notice that some rooms are red, some rooms are green. Oh, okay. Is that like a meaning or something? Not really. Like, I guess you can see it as this is like an interior, and I mean, they're all interiors technically, and I guess this would be a hallway, I guess. But yeah, the thing is, in Resident Evil, for the newest Resident Evil, for example, they made it so that if it's, I might have it a bit wrong way around, but they would have it as if you haven't gotten all items in the environment yet, it would be one color. If you have all the items in this environment, it would be a different color. So that way you can actually tell, oh, I've gotten all the items in this environment. Okay, so I don't need to look around anymore. It's a lot more handy compared to this, where the colors are kind of wasted, honestly. You could have made it so that if you have all the items in the environment, it would be green. And if you haven't gotten all the items, it would be red. Would have been nice if they did that, but no, there's no real actual meaning behind green or red. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, honestly. But yeah, besides that, I do like having it so that you don't it doesn't show an actual arrow as where you are. It only highlights the environment that you're in, helping you actually get a mental map of these things. All right. Oh yeah, might as well just point out, yeah, so the maternity ward, electronic lock. Dentist room, electronic lock. So, okay, these two will open the moment we actually turn on the electricity. So, let's... Usually, the electricity generator would be something on the ground, so in a basement or something. So, let's go down. Oh, clip of nails can be used with a nailer, which we already have now, but that's not usually how you would play the game. Patient report, alright. Dr. William Wildberger. Okay, so William Wildberger is a doctor. Keep that in mind. Since the patient's health is extremely delicate and the transfer would worsen their condition, I would advise against transferring them to the new hospital. The patient has cardiac insufficiency and requires an immediate transplant. Okay. The patient passed away at 11:34 p.m. due to cardiac arrest. At the time of their death, they were holding onto a metal object. With the rapid onset of rigor mortis, I have been unable to remove it from their hand. Okay, so a corpse is essentially holding a metal object right now and won't let it go because of rigor mortis. All right, keep that in mind. Yeah, and the patient was going to get some kind of heart transplant or something. Okay, or at least, yeah, cardiac insufficiency. Yeah, so yeah, so something to keep in mind with this patient report. A hex end socket. It's missing a handle. Okay, and we already saw a hex thing in the waiting room. This one here. I am happy this game actually has like a cursor thing that I can actually point things out. Like it's literally a hand that points. Like, hey, look at that. this one at the waiting room. There you go. And now Bob tells me that he has used hands before to point. And I'm gonna assume you don't mean your own hand, do you, Bob? Yeah, alright. Anyway, speaking of things happening without taking control away from me. Ooh. Ominous. Also, just... look at that. Just... how it just revealed things through the darkness and that, like... cinematography. There you go. It's been mutilated. What the hell's going on in here? Hell. Alright. So yeah, we just saw something pass by. Let's follow it. Because why not? Okay, let's see. It's locked from the other side. Okay, so that means not this way. Okay, yeah. I already know what's going to happen, so here. This is going to be the only time where I will use this triple nailer just to show the power of it. It's horror. The stupid choice is the right choice. Exactly. So yeah, this is going to be the only time in this playthrough where I actually use the triple nailer, because I just want to show the power of this weapon. Well then. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Okay, yeah, he's already downed just with one shot. And here's another shot. There you go. He's dead. 2 shots, he's dead. Like, sure, it took 6 bullets because I didn't use a melee weapon here, but there you go. So yeah, that's the power of this triple nailer. Do not get used to the nail gun, the normal nail gun being this powerful. Yeah, so anyway, again. The monster's more Silent Hilly. Yeah, in fact, something I am happy about this game is the description actually says taking cues from Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and Alone in the Dark. I'm so happy they reference Alone in the Dark there, because usually Alone in the Dark would be the one that people forget. But yeah, the fact is they actually remembered Alone in the Dark for this game, so I am happy about that. But yeah, this game will take a lot of things from Resident Evil, takes a lot of things from Silent Hill, also takes a lot of things from Alone in the Dark. But me as a fan, I'm happy about that. So yeah. But yeah, from now on, I'm no longer going to use the triple nailer. I'm just going to use the normal nail gun that you're gonna get right now, actually. She still runs as if the monster was chasing after her, but...
What the hell is going on here?
Hell?
My child, you are pale. What happened to you?
A person in a wheelchair with knives in his hands was chasing me.
And then I shot him.
Oh, it's you. Don't you remember me? I'm the town priest. We met here in the chapel only a couple of days ago.
Do remember this. The fact that he says, we've met here in the chapel only a couple of days ago. Keep that in mind.
What? I'm sorry. I don't remember you. I certainly don't remember coming here before.
I did mention the Suri. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I see. Perhaps I'm mistaken. I'm old and get confused every now and again.
What is going on here, Father? Where is everybody?
The patients and the hospital personnel have been transferred to the new hospital in town. This old mansion has been left pretty much abandoned.
Why are all the lights off? I don't like this.
Oh, yeah, okay, so, yeah, sometimes the voice line doesn't completely say what's in the text here. Yeah, anything could be lurking in the dark. Like, we don't want to be alone in the dark, do we?
I feel the same. Something evil is happening here. Something wicked that hides in the shadows.
Is there a way to turn on the lights?
The old generator has been playing up. It happens sometimes.
Oh, no.
Go to the end of the hall and through the door that leads to the generator room. You can restore the power from there.
I see. I'll do that.
Wait. Take this with you. It's not much, but it might be useful. It's dangerous to walk around the mansion unarmed.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Thank you, Father, but what are you going to do without a weapon?
My child, with a Bible in my hand, God protects me.
I mean, I guess you could use it as a shield, maybe? Okay, yeah. A nailer with a modified air pressure tank to increase the power. Yeah, okay, but yeah. This is the normal nail gun. Like, yeah, triple nailer. So yeah, this is what you're actually supposed to be going to use during the first playthrough. So yeah, we are going to ignore the triple nailer, as powerful as it is, so we're going to use the normal nailer instead. Also, a fun thing, yeah, so you might have noticed at the start of the menu screen, it did say, oh, Tormented Souls 2 is out. Yay, okay, so yeah, I have played the demo of Tormented Souls 2. I do find it funny how, through completely different circumstances, Caroline, yet again, gets a nail gun instead of a pistol. Like, what are the odds that she gets another nail gun? Like, I know it's like, oh, it's a trademark of this game now, I guess, but like, really, what are the odds, man? Okay, here's our little tutorial on how to use the nail gun. So yeah, so press the L2. You can also press RB, actually. They don't show it that there, but yeah, you can also use a different button. And then with another button, in this case, are the right trigger, but you can also use the A button instead. So yeah, multiple ways you can do that. However, here's another important thing. Pressing X while aiming makes you do a backstep, I guess. So yeah, so whoop, yeah. Here's your little dodge maneuver in this game. Also, I don't think the tutorial mentions this as well, but here's more nails in order to load the gun with. You can just aim and press B in order. Oh, okay. I'll just waste one nail just to show it. Yeah, just press B while aiming to reload. However, it's actually more useful to instead go to the menu, pick combine, and then reload it, because that way you do it while the game is paused. That's just a little tip for players who just want to optimize the gameplay just a little bit more. I am going to return back to the lighter though, because I want to talk to him.
I came here looking for information about the two girls in this photograph.
I see. What do you want to know about them?
Anything, really. I was hoping to find some leads around here.
Leads at the mansion, leads around here. Yeah.
I don't know what you're looking for, but I can tell you these girls are no longer with us. There was an incident some decades ago where they disappeared.
That sounds terrifying.
Well, never to be found again. Well, here it says that's terrible, she says that's terrifying.
Indeed, if you want more details, you could try the mansion library.
All right.
I'm sure you'll find something there.
Thank you, Father. Take care.
All right. Let's see what we find. Ah, here is our melee weapon. So a well-worn crowbar. So how you use crowbar, essentially the same way as how you would use the nail gun. Here, just equip the crowbar, aim, hit. This is going to be how you save up your ammo and all that. Like, it doesn't have the range of a nail gun. However, if you simply use the nail gun in order to first shoot the enemy 6 times in order to make them fall, that gives you time to then walk up to them and use the crowbar. So you save 2 ammo that way, and that builds up, honestly, the amount of ammo that you save up if you keep doing it this way. That's not creepy. Okay. A fun thing here is the weapons you have. Hey, it's still a crowbar. You can still use it, right? Hey, look at that. Yeah, I just like that. That it's not just weapons; it's actually tools. You know. Wait, can I actually interact with? Yeah, I can. More nails, nice. Maintenance crew logbook. There's an issue with the electric generator. Okay, so at least the electric generators here. The pressure of the gas must be exact for it to ignite. The correct pressure is written on the control panel. Okay. Let's see. Wait a minute. The valve is missing. Okay. Also, it says 5 right here. Okay, but it has to be exact. And the exact number is... Oh, wait. Door unlocked. Okay, yeah, so that's unlocked, but we do want to stay here for now. Map of this area. Okay. Oh, in fact, here we can take it with us. Yeah. I will talk about this map soon. But... Oh, what do we have here? Hey, a small valve. It appears to have fallen off something. I wonder where it fell off from. Okay, so... Oh, look at that. 10. Okay, so it's on 5. We have to put it at 10. Here's the thing, though. If we press start, what's going to happen? Oh. Okay, so because it's faulty, even though it's on 5 right now, it is going to go back to 4. So it goes back 1. Goes back 1 kilogram, I guess, or centimeter, whatever. It goes back 1. So instead of putting it at 10, we actually have to put it at 11, so that once we press start, it ends up on 10. So okay. So first we put this valve back here. Okay. Now if we rotate this, okay. Now it's at 9.5. Now it's at 10. If we press the start button now, it would end up at 9 instead. So, okay, this is not right. This is right. So yeah, now it's at 11. This now we have to actually press the start button. There we go. And now the light is back on. So that means the electronic doors will also be opened. Nice, yeah. Oh yeah, also, yeah, the dead monster's still here, so... okay, so... This door is still locked, though. Yeah, locked from the other side. You also notice, up there, it says morgue. Okay, so, oh. So right now we're over here, and the morgue is on the other side here. You also notice that the main hall is over here. That coincides with with the first floor, where if we actually pass through the waiting room, that would be the main hall. And we are in the east wing right now, so there's a west wing as well. The way the game is developed, or the map is developed, is essentially similar to how Resident Evil does it, which is there is a main hall that's in the middle. Then there are several rooms to the east, several rooms to the west. That's how you can kind of mentally imagine, no matter where you are walking, you will essentially stay in this east wing, and then the other part would be you're always in the west wing. It's a good way to have this spatial awareness compared to where the main hall is. That's also the case with the basement. The only way you can get from the east of the basement to the west of the basement is if you go past the morgue, or I guess this main hall area here. So yeah, something to keep in mind. So what we have explored right now, that's essentially the east basement, and also part of the east wing on the first floor. So yeah, that's how we kind of segment the areas in our minds and all that. But yeah. Bob, have you ever worked in a big abandoned mansion or something? Oh, several. There's also one in Raccoon City, you say. Interesting, okay. Okay, oh yeah, this door. Okay, it's gonna take a while until we actually get to this one, but some people might get tripped up by this puzzle. But if I get to this today, I'll actually try to explain how this puzzle works. But now that the electricity is back on, that means we can enter this room. Oh. A maintenance crew logbook. Okay. Lucas Houston, evening shift, electrical maintenance, 14:45. The nurses told me that a lamp was malfunctioning in the maternity ward. When I turned on the lights, I could see that one of the bulbs in the wall was indeed flickering. Okay. As I was getting ready to change it, a man came out of nowhere and grabbed me by the shoulders, pushing me back with strength unimaginable for someone his age. He told me not to touch it. I didn't want to argue with him, so I simply left. I can't stop thinking about it. Why did the old man prevent me from touching it? I should check it out. Okay, so for some reason they did not want this person to grab a certain flickering light. Oh, I see a flickering light there. What happens if I interact with it? Ominous. Also, what do we see here? Oh, hey. Wasn't there a thing about a patient holding a metal object? Well, her fist is tightly clenched from rigor mortis, okay? Her chest was left open in the middle of a procedure. The heart is missing. There's a stable reading on the vital sign monitor, okay? What happens if we try to add some electricity here? Nothing happens. So we have to turn it back on first. Yeah, we can't solve this right now because I did not grab a certain thing, but let's just continue for now. Clip and nails can be used in a nailer. A little room. Okay. Oh, wait, before I do that. So we can save again if we want to. Oh, a mirror. Did we have something with a mirror in Clock Tower 3? I wonder. Alright, so there are candles next to the mirror. What happens if we use this lighter to light them? This is fine. Okay. Alright, what happens here? Speaking of Alice through a looking glass. So yeah, it was kind of funny to me how Starlight decided to play Clock Tower 3 because a lot of things happened to kind of... Yeah, exactly. A lot of callbacks suddenly. Also, besides Clock Tower, here's our little Silent Hill thing, actually. Because there is a kind of other world going on. So this is like a corrupted version of the room that we've just been in. Hey, look at that. Oh. Forgot there was an enemy there. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, so we're gonna use the weaker gun now. Let's see how that goes. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit. 6. Okay, so 6 bullets is needed to actually make him fall down. Yeah. A lot weaker than the triple nailer, isn't it? It'll have to do. Okay, Too rusted to move. Too rusted to move. Won't budge, I need to force it somehow. Okay, well, can't do anything about that right now. Vial of morphine treats minor injuries. Yeah, so health items are morphine in this game. I mean, to be fair, in Resident Evil, it's herbs, which could just be weed or something. So, Alright, more nails. In fact, might as well just... Oh. Combine. There you go. See, that's... wow, yeah. Okay, well, at least you won't feel the injury. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, in the same bed where that corpse was, there's a baby here with an open chest. There's a hole in its chest cavity. Alright. Something to keep in mind. Oh. Water switched off. Alright. We can't do anything right now. But at least after killing this monster will stay dead. So, yeah. At least there's that. But it's something to keep in mind that in this other world, yeah, there's a baby with a open chest there. I always default to the lighter, essentially, in order to not be caught in the darkness and all that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I hear sounds. Okay. There you are. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I always count in order to... There we go. 1 and 2. There you go. This is the safest way to beat the enemies, and also the most efficient with the nails that you have. Nope. Combine. There we go. Because there's now going to be 2 enemies here. Okay. One benefit that this game has over Alone in the Dark, I mean, I hoped that it would have this benefit compared to Alone in the Dark. Alone in the Dark's kind of old compared to this, is the fact that Caroline actually has an auto-aim. There was also an auto-aim in Clock Tower 3 with the arrows. There's auto-aim here now, too. So, yeah. So, even though I'm looking the other way, look at that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Oh. Combine. There we go. See, this is the benefit of doing the reloading inside the menu itself. Okay. Oh, sheesh. Oh. Oh. I might have to use a morphine. Yeah. Oh, well. Sheesh, and I did not save. Well, that's my own fault, honestly. At least we can just kind of speed run through this section. Okay. What I forgot to grab was this. Hey, look at that. Left side of a plastic heart. Okay. Let's just try to speed through this section. At least we all already know what is going to happen and all that. And you know what? We're not going to grab the triple nailer. This way we won't accidentally use it. This also means I am not actually going to kill the wheelchair enemy either. More puzzles? I guess. What do you think would improve this game? More puzzles? Honestly, I think there's a good amount of puzzles in this game, personally. But I guess that's my opinion. More? Alright, fine. Okay. Oh no, terrifying. Again, I do love the camera angle on this reveal, though. It is one of those big demonstrations of the the benefit of fixed cameras, in my eyes. But yeah, we are simply going to run away from this wheelchair enemy, which is actually how you're supposed to be doing, because you wouldn't have any weapon at this point unless you grab the triple nailer. In a way. Mm-hmm.
What?
I see.
What is going? Why are all?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Grab the nails here. There we go. I already did mention I tend to play Resident Evil and Alone Dark and even Silent Hill a lot more often than I play this game, so a lot of things I still have to kind of think about of, oh, I'm supposed to be doing that, and I'm supposed to be doing that. It's not as completely as intuitive as Alone Dark is for me, so you will see me thinking a bit more comparatively. I mean, open this, but the thing is gone. Mm-hmm. Grab the map. Oh, look at that. The valve. And it should end up at 10, but we know the thing is a little bit broken, so it has to end up at 11 instead. Or it has to be at 11 instead, so that it ends up at 10. Ooh, wrong one. There we go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, so now the lights are on. Door unlocked. Okay, so this is how you're supposed to handle this. Oh, he goes down this part of the stairs, you go up these part of the stairs instead. I can try to kill him. It is actually more efficient to wait until you have a stronger weapon and then attack him. I mean, I guess the stronger weapon would be the triple nailer, but again, we're not using that. Oh, right. Okay. We also know we can go to the other world with the baby there, but right now... Oh, right. Just deal with this first. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that was a bit close. 1, 2. Okay. So we have 1/2 of the heart in order to put in the baby doll. Now we have to find the other half. Oh, and this is the bathroom. Whoops. So Bob, have you actually played this game? He says he lived it. That's, okay. Right. Question for Bob. Hey, WTF? Yeah, Bob, what, the WTF? Bob just says it's the truth. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. There we go. There we go. All right. On the upper right, it says, fine, that's the health you have. Resident Evil also works like that, so yeah. I mean, honestly, the thing with knives just slashed at you. I don't think you should be fine, but oh well. If you say you're fine, Caroline. Okay, so this should be open now because the electricity is back on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo. I happen to know that the enemy was there, so 1 and 2. In terms of speedrun strats, it is actually possible to just simply grab this thing here, which, hey, look at that, it's the other half of the heart, and then just run away. It actually saves up ammo that way. Like, you don't have to kill all the enemies and all that, but I do want to explore around the environment, so X-ray images. It says help there. Yes. Okay. More nails. So at least it's like a net positive with the nails, I guess. Hello? Is it though? I do think it's a net negative actually, but oh well. Again, I still want to interact with all the stuff here. William Wildberger's diary. Okay, so yeah, okay, so what we first had was diary entry 3. This is diary entry 1, so this would be earlier than what we've read of William before. 17 September 1941. As I crept quietly behind my father, the clock struck 1:30 a.m. I saw him enter the mausoleum. Okay, so there's a mausoleum. After placing 3 elements on some kind of board. Okay, 3 elements. He went through quietly. I followed him at a distance, trying not to make a sound, for I did not want to be caught. At Mother's tomb, my father sank to his knees and rested his hands on the cold sculpted marble figure of his wife. He began praying. Okay. I felt guilty following him. Seeing the cold and calculating man this way moved me. I was about to leave when father stood up and approached the angel statue. Mother's marble tomb moved slowly to the side and exposed a narrow staircase leading into darkness. Okay. He climbed down the stairs. I hesitated for a moment, my legs not wanting to take another step, but was able to stand and follow him down. Once inside, I heard metallic sounds and the echo of running water. A few moments later, I bumped into a ladder. I climbed down and found myself in a long stone tunnel covered in pipes and sewage. I saw father's silhouette turning a corner and hurriedly followed. I just realized William, in terms of character, William is essentially Jeremy from Alone in the Dark. Maybe I should actually read it like in his voice. Before me appeared a huge metallic door and a group of men wearing strange suits like those worn to protect from radioactivity. Each carried a giant hammer. My father joined the group and they received him by hitting their hammers together. A hospital bed on each side of the group carried what appeared to be bodies covered in sheets. My father put on one of the disturbing suits. In my frightened stupor, I loosened a brick from the wall. It smashed against the floor with the sound of 1,000 buildings crashing down. I could feel their eyes turn to me as I fled back the way I had come, their guttural voices screaming to catch me while they hit their hammers on the ground. You know, just to keep it in spirit. Drama. Yes. More morphine. Yay. More ignoring the pain that we should be feeling. I just realized, did I actually grab instructional William's diary? I think I missed the diary. This makes it so much better. Yes. I'll try to keep that in mind whenever I find William's diaries. Let's see, because there was a diary that I think was supposed I should be having at this point. Because here's where we grab the heart. Medical books, nothing useful. Old files, nothing interesting. Because I remember we should have Maria's diary at this point. Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Right side and left side, that means we can combine them. Look at that, we have a full plastic heart. I don't feel like this is the most anatomically correct way of how a heart should look, but okay, sure. Okay, so we know where we're supposed to be going, but I don't want to feel like I missed any plot and all that. Nah, this heart is fine. Yes. Let's... Oh, there it was. Yep, there we go. Okay, Maria Wildberger's diary. So we know Maria is the wife of William. All right, let's see. And this is entry A, okay? 6th June 1963. I was terrified of what William would do when he finally saw my naked skin, but my fears were unfounded. He accepted me, even with the scars on my back left by my father's whip. Okay. William asked me why he did it, of course. I explained that the pain was to redeem my sins. William will never look at my father in the same way again. Maybe he shouldn't. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just wanted to have that little context there of jeez. Yeah. All right. Okay, so again, maintenance log. Yeah, so the flickering light. Oh, what do you know? There's a flickering light over there. There we go. Okay, so yet again, there's a body with an open cavity here, in the same place where we will find that baby doll. Oh, let's not forget this. All right, use the lighter. Creepy. Yeah, okay, we already seen this, so let's just skip. Little room. Right, now we also know there's going to be an enemy quite soon. Let's already... Wait, no, I don't think there's light here. We should actually change weapons the moment we actually are in here, because here there's light. Question for the chat. When experiencing a story, do you put yourself in the protagonist's position or as an observer of the plot? As always, I'm an observer. I observe from a distance. I don't put myself in Caroline's shoes. Caroline is just a vessel for me in order to actually reach the story content, I guess. How about you, Bob? Do you put yourself in the protagonist's position or as the observer? Okay, he says as the observer, but only because individualism is a sin and he should not be an individual and all that. Okay, you know, Bob, I've had a talking skull, a resurrected skull, and a Japanese ghost as guests. Somehow you're the creepiest. I wonder how that's the case. Ooh. Oh. There we go. Caution. Yeah, I might have to use a morphine. Oh well. Is there any game or show or movie where you did put yourself in protagonist's shoes? That's a good question. Let me think about that for a bit. Okay. Morphine over here. You know what, I'll just... Should I use morphine now, though? I'll save it for now. Oh, anime with a dango? Oh, Clownot. That might have been a moment when I did put myself actually in Toboya's shoes. yeah, that might... I think there's a certain time when I actually ended up actually becoming more of an observer of stories rather than as putting myself in the shoes of the protagonist. So yeah, there are memories of Connaught where I just get very sad and all that. But yeah, that might be a good example of one, but that's more of a time period thing for me rather than it being different, I guess. But yeah. Let's see. More nails. We can always use more nails. Okay. So. Okay. What happens if we put the plastic heart in this baby? Seemed almost alive for a moment. Yeah. Okay. So that's it on this side of the world. In this other world, what's the case now in our normal world? Okay, so in the same area, there's a heart inside now. Ominous, but that means if we turn the electricity on... Oh, I forgot. Oh, right. You actually have to turn it on. Yeah, okay. Turn the electricity on. Yay! The hand lets go. Because, yeah, okay. So yeah, sometimes you kind of have to use a bit of a nightmare logic in this game. Especially with the other world. So, yeah. That's how we get this metal T-handle. It's missing a socket. Oh, hey, didn't we have a socket before? There we go. Combine. So yeah, now the T-handle can fit in the thing in the waiting room. So yeah, keep that in mind that the other world is kind of connected to the real world, I guess. I shouldn't worry about that. Alright. So now we can use the hex socket with handle. Hey, look at that. Now we end up in the main hall. Alright. There's a statue of Aphrodite there. Okay, so just like Resident Evil, a stairway is kind of going to be the central thing that makes you think of when you enter the main hall. As you can see here, the main hall with this stairway. This is going to be the middle point of the map. So yeah, there's an east wing, there's a west wing, and there's a main hall in the middle. That's kind of how you will try to... That's kind of how you will orient yourself where you are. So now we are in the middle of the map. So... it might be tempting fate knowing what happens in Alone in Dark, but what happens if we just try to just get out right now? Okay, at least we don't get killed by some kind of green black hole thing. So no, instead the problem is there's an unusual key design. We need to find some kind of weird key in order to actually exit. So that's why we can't exit right now. Okay, so there's a reception over here, and apparently Caroline can't just, I don't know, just get over it or something. No, that was wild, yeah. Yeah, no, so Caroline can't do some basic acrobatics and just go over the counter. No, she actually has to go a whole path around it in order to actually reach this other side. So, yeah. Oh well. There's also a piano. Okay, so this is a reference to the original Resident Evil. Because there is a puzzle in Resident Evil where you have to find find a music sheet, or two music sheets actually, and then combine them together, and then you play on the piano. You have two playable characters. You have Chris Redfield and you have Jill Valentine. Chris can't play the piano, so Rebecca Chambers has to play it for him. Jill can actually play it by herself. But yeah, here's a piano. What about Caroline? An old piano. Sadly, I don't know how to play. Aw. Just a very casual little reference to Resident Evil there. Okay. What's over here? It's locked from the other side. Okay. Also, I almost know for sure now that I'm not going to finish this game today because I'm taking my time with it. I feel like if I actually did my best to actually speedrun it, I would be able to beat it in 3 hours. I don't think that's the case this time. I confused myself with Tormented Souls 2, where you actually can break these these vases and get stuff out of it. Oh well. Oh, right. We do need the lighter to go down here because it's dark. Okay, so there's a door here. It's locked from the other side. If we look back in this map, yeah. So this, I don't know why it doesn't light up, but we are here in this main hall. And yeah, this would be how we get to the basement, the west part of the basement. There's also a door over here. It's shut tight. Hey, didn't we have some kind of how you say diary that said there were 3 things? Like, yeah, something can be placed here, something can be placed here, and something can be placed here. So yeah, but I have to kind of remember these 3 slots. Amazing lighting to work that long. Yeah, yeah, it is. Like, a lot of other games would have a flashlight that would have limited battery or something. This lighter just keeps going all the time. That's actually kind of amazing. All right, so not this way. Yeah, dipping nails. This is why I wanted to, well, first of all, just to show the map just a little bit, but also I wanted to go this way in order to grab the nails. Okay, I know we have to go that way, but let's just explore just a little bit. So yeah, statue of Aphrodite. Okay, so we're supposed to use something on Aphrodite. Nymph untying her sandals. Oh, it's an... Oh, I thought it was Aphrodite. No, it's just a nymph. Okay, so yeah, nymph untying her sandals, sculpted by John Gibson. Okay, good to know. Okay, yeah. There's some other statues. Sculpture of an angel comforting her grieving sister. Yet again, something with twins and all that. Lots of symbolisms and stuff. Let's see, what happens if we lock from the other side? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so this is also closed. Is there something here? No, there wasn't something here. Alright, how about this door? No. Okay, here's the meeting room. This meeting room is going to be important. In terms of optimization, this is actually not the best place to go to right now. Locked from the other side. So I am not going to continue from here, because there's a door here. Okay, just to check, is it locked? No, it isn't. Okay, yeah, second floor corridor. Things would get a little bit confusing if I actually continue down this path. So I am going to do the more optimal path comparatively. something to keep in mind in this meeting room, though. Okay, so there's a tape player kind of thing here. Slot for a VHS tape. So yeah, keep that in mind. So we're back to the main hall. The reason why I don't want to continue here for now is because I don't think you're going to get a map of the second floor if you continue this way right now. So it is going to be a little bit more difficult to actually keep track of where everything is. Right now, the most optimal thing is instead to go to the west wing. So here's the chapel. Okay, so this is where the old man said that that they've met Caroline. That he's met Caroline before, and also we heard some noises. We know what that means. Oh, I thought. Okay. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Let's reload this, and then oh. 1 and oh, come on, there we go. Okay, there's also another one. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Also combine. There we go. 1 and 2. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, there's a chapel. There's a chapel here. This is where the old man said that he has met Caroline before a few days ago. There's also a smashed statue of Jesus. It looks like it fell off the cross. Okay, so yeah, keep that in mind for something that happens later. More morphine. Treats minor injuries. Yeah, I think the moment I actually get hit one more time, that's when I use the morphine, because I think that would be the most optimal way to do things. There's also like a... I don't have any change, so yeah. Use this so we get something out of this. So yeah, also keep that in mind. Was there anything else? Oh, here's a map. Yeah, that's... Okay, so yeah, now we have the west wing map. So the main hall would be over here now. And yeah, here's the chapel. There's an archive here. There's also an elevator here. Okay, so okay, this is similar to the one with the alien, the pharaoh, etc. But this is different shapes and all that. Again, I'll talk about it if we actually reach this part with the proper item and all that. But let's move up here. Here's the studio. We saw that in the map as well. Yeah, so we can save here. You shouldn't have come here. Oh, okay. Ominous. Okay. X-ray image showing a heart. The figure seems familiar. Yeah, so this is that nymph statue that we've seen. And apparently the statue has a heart inside. Interesting. Keep that in mind. Oh, yeah, okay. I just wanted to check if it was locked or not. Yeah, let's actually save, because the whole thing with save is here. There we go. Plus, let's see what Caroline has to say about the progress so far. Okay, so I guess she doesn't think we made enough progress right now. Even though we went to a different world through the mirror, I feel like she should have said something about that, honestly. But yeah, alright. Let's see what this surface area has to say. Okay, so everything is in the dark right now, but you can light up candles, which we are going to need because we are going to be fighting an enemy, and we can't have both the candle, we can't have both the lighter and the gun at the same time. So you have to actually light up the place in order to be able to properly fight an enemy. So now should be a good time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh sheesh, okay, let's have some morphine. Jeez, the morphine does not heal as much as I thought. Okay. Let's see. Combine. Sure, wheelchair and stair go well, yeah. There we go. Oh. No, not what I meant. Equip. Okay. Thankfully we beat him. So yeah, this is the same enemy, same type of enemy that we fought with the triple nailer, and the triple nailer was just 2 shots, and that's it. Like, again, just just to show how powerful that triple nailer actually is. Yeah. Back to the lighter again. Just default to the lighter all the time, because that way you are sure you're not going to be consumed by the darkness. Let's see. Yeah, there's a door here, I know that. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. These guys, they are stuck there. So instead of using your precious ammo, actually, I don't think I can get through here yet because it's in the dark. Yeah. Yeah, so normally the benefit of him being stuck is you can just hit him with crowbar instead, saving you all the ammo instead of, I don't know, using the nail gun. The problem is right now we are in the dark and we can't unequip the lighter and hit him with the crowbar before the darkness takes us. So this is going to be something for later. Lock from the other side, okay? Just to check. Yeah, so we went from the studio down here. This would lead to the shower room, okay? And if we actually pass by the wall enemy, we would end up in the laundry. Okay, so something to keep in mind for later. Right now, that's for when we solve the whole issue of having light in the dark and also being able to attack. Let's see. So it's a restroom here. Oh. Sheesh, I keep forgetting where the enemies are in this game. Yeah, I'll use another. Okay, we're back to fine right now. Yeah, we'd be in the darkness this way. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna try to walk past it. Oh, there's a light there. There we go. We also just saved, so oh boy. Yeah, this is a spitter enemy. It can use projectile attacks. 1, no, boy. 2, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Ooh, a danger. Ugh. Okay. 1 and 2. Okay. Oh, wait. Forgot. There we go. Okay. A young child's diary. Okay. No name, just a young child. Okay. This is the second entry. 15 September 1980. Late one night, grandfather Noah. Okay, she has a oh, I say she. Sorry, but yeah. This kid has a grandfather called Noah. Okay. Came into our room. He was accompanied by 2 strangers wearing leather suits that covered them entirely. They used their smelly leather hands to cover our faces, preventing us from crying out. We were left almost unable to breathe. Okay. They took us to somewhere underground and put us on strange cross-shaped metal beds. Our hands and feet were tied with metallic bands. A group of the suited figures surrounded us, all of them covered by the same material and holding giant hammers. Great. In the center of the room was Grandfather, watching everything. Although he was not wearing a suit, his mere stare terrified me. He came close and laughed. "My dear granddaughters," he said, "it is time for you to finally fulfill your destiny." Emma couldn't stop crying. Oh, Emma, okay. So, yeah, my dear granddaughter, and now she says Emma. So this child is, in fact, the sister of Emma, whose birth was then coincided with the clock standing still, the pocket watch of William standing still. So, okay, so just to relate a bit, Emma and this child are twin sisters to William and Maria, and apparently there's a grandfather called Noah. Just to kind of map things out. So yeah, Emma couldn't stop crying. She begged him to let us go, but he moved over to the door and ordered the suited men to get us ready for the ritual. Everyone left the room except for one suited man. He walked crooked and slower than the rest. He smelled worse too. The smell of sewage. He came to us with a small tray of tiny metal vessels. Okay, they were filled with liquids and aromatic oils. He began unbuttoning my blouse. Okay, well, when Mother suddenly entered the room and hit him with a metal bar. Yeah, good. He fell to the floor. He rushed over to free us, but the suited man got up quickly and raised a dagger behind Mother's back. I wanted to scream out to her, but I could barely move. Right at that moment, a shot put him down. Another man, also wearing a suit, had shot him from the entrance of the room. Okay. He came towards us with his hands raised and took off the part of the suit covering his head. It was our other grandfather, Bertram. Okay, so there's one grandfather, that's Noah, another grandfather, Bertram. He worriedly asked Mother what she was doing down here without a suit. Okay, something about the suit is important, about being down there. She said that she had to come to save us. Grandfather told her to take us to the surface and to get to the town port, where someone would be waiting for us with a small fishing boat. Okay. So yeah, this young child has been through a lot. Let's see. Yeah, that should be it here. Surface area. Yeah, just continue here. Okay. Okay. A taut rope is holding down the latch. I can't untie it. Okay. I mean, really? Can you not? I feel like you... I feel like it's possible to figure out a way to untie it, but okay, yeah. You need something in order to cut it. That's pretty much what this is saying. Also, a pipe with an attached handle. It smells like sulfur. Interesting. Come on, girl. Okay. There are phones here. Wasn't there another place with phones somewhere? Yeah, so here's the main hall, and here's those same phones, so yeah, so yeah, the surface area just circles back around here. Anyway, we went up these stairs. Here was the chapel, went into the studio. We haven't checked the kitchen or this closet or the warehouse here, so let's circle back there. Fortunately, the dead enemies actually do stay persistent and all that, so where the rooms where you killed an enemy, the enemy will stay dead, so it's something to keep in mind. So here's the kitchen. Come on, grab that knife. Come on, that's another weapon you could use. Sheesh, girl. Okay, so there's a freezer here. It's freezing cold. Okay. Something to keep in mind for later. You won't leave this place. Alright. charred remains. Lovely. Are these human bones? What the hell is going on here? Okay, let's see. Yeah, just continue here. The warehouse. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's another wheelchair enemy. There's only so much ammo left. I haven't been very... Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to try to run past this enemy in order to save up ammo. Ooh. Okay, I do want to check that, though. My completionist mind. Okay. There we go. Yeah. So, fortunately, the game does pause when you interact with something. But yeah, insert disk to write a new keyword. Alright, something to keep in mind for later. Anyway, let's run away from this. Door unlocked. An iron door knocker shaped like a hand holding a ball. Interesting. There's also something here, I believe. No, there isn't. No, that's where we found the... let's see. Because we are... Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is the other side. There we go. So yeah, and this is where we would have entered the kitchen and all that. But now we can just freely move through here. So, let's go in here. Clip the nails. Okay. A battery can fit here. Okay. Again, something to keep in mind. There's a lot of things you have to keep in mind. Just try to mentally remember all these things. Okay. Let's see. I think we've done all the things we can right now in the west wing. Yeah, because there's the kitchen there, the shower room. We can't go through here because of the darkness. So yeah, now is the time for us to actually move. All right. Yeah, now is actually the time for us to go up to the second floor. We already know about the meeting room. We also know that there's apparently a heart inside that statue. So that's ominous, but alright. Also something to keep in mind. Ooh. Okay. Question for the chat. What do you think could have been pitfalls for this game's quality? Honestly, I think a pitfall that it already has, if I'm going to be very honest, is it does take some things from Resident Evil that I don't think it should. Or at least if it was going to take from Resident Evil, it should take a few things more from Resident Evil. For example, the inventory. Like the inventory, for the sake of comfort, it actually takes more the inventory style of Silent Hill, for example, which is just essentially unlimited inventory. Yet again, that makes it so that you would have the likes of the limited saves and all that. It worked in Resident Evil because Resident Evil did everything with item management. And now that thing, I do feel like, is like a... Well, it doesn't fit in the grand scheme of this game's design. But that's my opinion on that. Map this area. Oh wait, that means there is... oh, hey. I was wrong. Yeah, there is simply a map of this place. Okay, well, I get... well, I was wrong then. Okay, but yeah, there's the meeting room. You even notice the little tape player here, just to give you a reminder of what was in that meeting room. We then went here, and here is where we grabbed the map. So there's a bedroom over here. There's a library over here, and that old man did tell us to, or that priest did tell us to look in the library for more information. So that's something to keep in mind. And there's an office over here. Through this bedroom, we can also reach this penthouse and and children's room here. So yeah, let's see what we can find in this office. Let's go there first. You see a bunch of knight armors reacting to your presence, so that's also a little bit ominous. At least we can turn the lights on here. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so as I said, no use using the nail gun for this guy. There's nothing he can do as long as you're on his side, so save up some ammo this way. Alright. Before I go that way, let's check this door first. Yeah, locked from the other side. Just want to check that. Also, there's a sewing room here. So yeah, oh, no, that's here's the second floor. Yeah. So yeah, sewing room over here. Lovely sounds. Yes, indeed. So yeah, sewing room. The sewing room is a place to also imagery of Siamese twins. Great. Okay, first, let's grab this. I am going to wait for before I save just a little bit. Here's a stethoscope used to listen to a heartbeat. Wasn't there something with a heart earlier? So yeah, we can save over here. Yeah, this would be a different area where you could grab the stethoscope from both sides, but whatever, we already grabbed it. Oh, wait, there was also this thing here. More nails. Oh, wait. Oh, no, the interaction was simply the safe thing. Alright, yeah, so again, let's... I'm going to wait before I do the saving, because I want to do something first. Because, okay, first, I can't open it. Next to it is, yeah, a slot for a disk, as in a floppy disk. So, yeah, keep that in mind. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 needed to kill this guy. So yeah, just imagine the amount of ammo that you're wasting against him if you don't use the crowbar instead. Okay, so we already have this iron door knocker. If we use it... Okay, so yeah, we can knock. Nothing happens though. Okay. We do have a stethoscope though, and there's also a statue that apparently has a heart. So what's the deal with that? Okay, let's go back to that statue. Oh boy, I forgot. Alright, so here's the main hall. Okay, so, yeah, we have a stethoscope. Yeah, there's something of a beat to it, like a very specific beat to it. Okay, and we also have a knocker kind of thing, so let's try to have that beat. Try to knock to that beat. The beat, the way how I remember that beat is to kind of think about the classic beat. It's called Shave and Haircut. If you don't know it, you will know it once you hear it. Yeah. Shave and a heartbeat. Shave and a haircut. Shave and a haircut, 2 bits. That's what that was. But yeah, so shave and a haircut, 2 bits, but then slower, I guess. So let's try that. Shave and a haircut, 2. Now I did it too fast. So shave and a haircut, 2 bits. Okay. Shave and a haircut. I keep doing it too fast. Shit. Okay, let's... Come on. All right. It's very precise. Let's re-listen just a little bit. I've always been very bad at timing stuff, so bear with me here. But yeah, you do know what you're essentially supposed to be doing. Okay, so let's try again. So. Okay. All right, let's try it again. All right. So, Bob, how are you with rhythm games? There we go. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah. So, apparently the cult of Nyarlathotep plays a lot of Dance Dance Revolutions. That's very interesting. Okay. Good to know. So, here's another save thing. Also, there was some lovely sounds there, so... More morphine. Great. Have all the morphine. Okay, awful torture machines. They don't appear to have been used in a long time. Yeah. Okay. Might as well just say it. My intention is to play Fatal Frame. I don't know if it's going to be next Sunday or the Sunday after that. But the point is, there is a mask which also stabs through the eyes like this. So I feel like, yeah, this is like probably a reference to that. All right. Tragic news. Hey, look at that. It's those twins again. So, yesterday afternoon, a terrible event occurred within the Wildberger mansion, more commonly known as Wildberger Hospital. Okay. Staff reported the disappearance of Dr. William Wildberger's daughters, Anna and Emma Wildberger. So it's Anna and Emma. So, okay. The police tried to interrogate Maria Morissette, the children's mother, who was found in a medically induced coma. Ooh, okay. Her doctors stated that the unknown illness the woman is suffering from caused the coma. Dr. Wildberger is currently away on travel. As this report is being written, crews continue to search the area near the mansion. Our sources have informed us that frogmen are on their way to assist the search on the beach and rocky areas. I think frogmen is like a term or something. I don't. Feels like something for cops or something. I don't know. I mean, what's your experience with frogmen, Bob? He's worked with deep ones. Yeah, I guess they're kind of frogmen. They're more of fish people, if anything. But yeah, I guess that works. All right.
These girls are the same twins as those in the photo. The ones that will awaken the devil are ready for their operation.
Well, ready to be operated is what it says, but let's not split hairs.
It seems like the girls are being prepared for some kind of surgical procedure. If I don't find them soon, something terrible might happen.
I feel like something terrible has already happened at this point, but okay.
Plaque says Anna and Emma.
All right then.
These girls
Oh,
are
yeah.
it's if I the plaques.
I want to check something with the clock, but apparently that's okay. So there's something upstairs there. I'll have to figure out a way to get upstairs, of course. All right. I really thought you could interact with this here, but okay. There's a book here though. No, also no. Okay. Okay, so there is an elevator that we can use in order to move up. Problem is, oh, a battery is needed for this. Okay, and we do know there is a way to charge up a battery, so that's something for later. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So, another way you can save up ammo. Oh boy. You have to time it though. I think it would be an instant kill if you actually kill it. If you actually hit him with this. Nah. Ah, man. There we go. There. So yeah, I did get damaged as a result from it. Yeah, danger even. Sheesh. Okay, let's have some... That's the only morphine we have, but yeah. But this is also a way you can save up ammo. Just using the knight armors instead of wasting nails. Alright, first let's check here first. So yeah, here's another door lock with a puzzle thing here. There's no way for us to actually solve it at this point in time. We just have to wait until we get the proper key for it. Oh, but hey, the old man's here.
Ah, we meet again.
Father, what are you doing here?
Don't you see, child? I am eating some soup. God feeds my spirit, but I have to take care of my body.
I mean, if God is all-powerful, can't God feed our bodies too?
Oh my. What is this doing in my soup? Get rid of this thing, would you?
I found some information about the twins. I think someone means to perform surgery on them.
I see. There is an operating room on the West Wing. Who would do such a thing?
Okay, so this is this hint that we have to go to the operating room in the West Wing, so something to keep in mind.
I don't know, but I'm going to find out.
Well, I'm here to find out, yeah. Anyway, yeah, partial thread bolt made of steel. So this was in his soup. Interesting.
You said that operating room is on the west wing of the mansion, right?
That's right. The operating room is on the West Wing, on the second floor.
All right.
But to get there, you will need to restore the power to the electric lock that's on the door that connects that area.
All right, restore the power to electric lock.
I'll see what I can do. Thank you, Father.
God be with you, my child.
All right then. Good soup. Good soup. Okay, let's see. I think there's anything else here. Yeah. But yeah, we got a bolt here. Let's see, because we are here. Here's the dining room. This would lead to the restroom, okay? But otherwise, nothing else here. We just go here. Okay. Okay, so here's the other side of the upper floor of the main hall. Oh, no, okay. I thought that was something you could say. She would say by interacting there, but yeah. But here now we can open this and we can have the full little area here. Let's see. Yeah. So, what is over here? You know, I hesitate to ask Bob, but do you actually eat. Okay, he likes Italian food. Okay, I expected something creepy or something. Okay. Clip of nails can be used with a nailer. All right. Let's see. Okay. So, so we can't turn anything on right now because, yeah, there's nothing that connects it. That is where this thread bolt is for. I'm not an electrician, so don't ask me if this is how things are supposed to work, but either way, that's how you turn on the electricity here. Italian food or Italian food or Italians? Oh no, still spaghetti. With human meat, then there we go. I was waiting for that. Thank you, Bob. All right. Let's see. So, yeah, here's the another second floor. Let's see. West wing corridor. So this is where we are. We just went through the reception. So, oh, and here's the elevator. So, okay. I also happen to know, at least I think I remember. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Combine. Row bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, sheesh, 4 needed, but there we go. At least I got him. Okay. Okay. No, in fact, lighter, just in case. Okay, so there's an elevator here. Can we turn it on? Yeah, we can. Okay, but before we do that, so there's an operating room here. Can't open it. Right, we can't open it because we still need to put a nail or a thread bolt here in order to turn the power on, as the old man said. There's also another key with the with some hints here. Don't worry, we'll get to there and get to that eventually. There's an office here. Room 2E. Okay. Oh no. Floor 2. Yep. So it's a safe room. Good. Okay. Who put these bodies here? Probably the same people who did everything else, I assume. Nothing here is useful. You can have some tea, you know. Just try to rest a bit. Alright, first aid kit. Treats major injuries. There is about 5 or 6 first aid kits in this entire game. So, if you are going to use a first aid kit, do consider it, because it's there's only a very limited amount in this game. I do have several save tapes. It's not so. I may. Yeah, I think it should be a good time for me to save. I think, yeah, I think Starlight already said it, but yeah, we have our little in-joke from playing Fatal Frame 2, well, Project 02, because that's how it's called in Europe, and Project 02 had a remake on the Wii, and there a ghost would say something along the lines of, X, I need to X, etc. So yeah, that's and thus we kind of make it a joke that every time when we die, when we haven't saved in a while, we would go, save, I have to save. So yeah, there you go. 30 November, 10:30. Dr. Cullen reported that no matter how many times he pressed the button to call the elevator, it didn't work. When I checked on it, I realized that someone had left an object blocking the elevator door, stopping them from closing completely. Okay. 20 January, 16 o'clock. The buttons to call the elevator from the first floors aren't working. The elevator can only be called from the second floor. Okay, so only the second from the second floor we can actually call the elevator. Okay. So, yeah, what can we do with that? Oh, first, let's grab this. Oh, yeah, and also let's save before we do anything.
What is going on here? This place is infested with nightmarish creatures.
At least she actually thinks that we have made enough progress for her to actually say something.
I need to be strong. I can't quit now. I've discovered that a surgical procedure is to be performed on 2 twin girls. I hope I can get to the operating room in time. There's something dark going on. Something grim.
Something grim dark. Alright. Also, might as well mention, I essentially have been using tank controls this entire time. So, yeah, it goes to show that I really do prefer it in these kind of settings. But, yeah, okay, so... The elevator, you can only call the elevator from the second floor. So, how can we make proper use of this instead of all, yeah, taking the long way all the time? Well, okay, first, foul smell emanates from this body. Great. Okay, let's go to the first floor first. So we're back to the chapel. Okay, so we push this. However, just like the note said, if we make sure this blocks the elevator is going to stay in this yeah, in this floor instead. Also, I think an enemy is going to appear here. No, there isn't. Okay, yeah. There is going to be a time when the enemy starts yeah, new enemies will start appearing in places you've already been in. But yeah, let's see. Yep. Now that is covered, and the elevator is stuck on the lower floor right now. Oh, hold on. Do you want to make? Oh, I see. First time chat. Hey, so Tamara Blade, yeah. Do you want to make a secret of the game later? It will not be possible. Easter egg. If you're talking about the triple nailer, I did already show that. But thank you for the chat. But yeah, it's unless you are talking about something else. If you have something else in mind, go ahead and tell. But yeah, now that the elevator is stuck on the lower floor, we can go to reception here. Oh. See, we don't actually need to grab another threat bolt. We can instead just deactivate this one, grab this one, and just use that for the other electric thing. Sure, we can't go through the door now, but if we just take the elevator, it's fine. It is interesting that the main hall it has a piano in it, and the music playing in it is a piano. Funny how that happens like that. All right. There we go. So yeah, we didn't need to actually call this elevator because this elevator has been stuck on the first floor all this time. Okay, yeah, so... Oh, wait, let's open it first. And now we can turn this on. And as a little bonus, the previous door also is activated this way. So, yeah, it's just a net positive this way. Anyway, let's see what this operating room has for us. Oh. Yeah, I think I should use the... Yeah. Oh, sheesh. Oh. Ah, good. Yeah. Saves us some ammo too. Okay, okay, let's see, where are we? Because we are in the west wing. Okay, so the elevator's here, went up here. Okay, so there's an observation room, anesthesis room, disinfectant room. Okay, let's check this disinfectant room first. Or, oh, there's another enemy here. Okay, let's... Oh boy. Oh, this is the... Okay. Wait, maybe I can just... Yeah. Sometimes, just run instead. Again, saves up ammo. Operating room. Okay, so there's an operating room and there's an observation room on the other side here. This body appears to have been operated on multiple times. It doesn't even look human anymore. Who is doing this? Let's see. More nails. Yeah, okay. Okay. Lovely sounds to step on. Oh, okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's keep the lights on for now. Let's see. Oh, shotgun shells can be used with a shotgun. Where can we find a shotgun, though? Okay, this door should be locked, I believe. No, it isn't. Okay. Here's the anesthesia room. Okay, let's just... More nails. We need all the nails we can get. Okay. And we end up... Wait, we circled back to the West Wing hallway. Okay, I think this should be the better... Oh, boy. Forgot this guy. Yeah, this is the same guy in the same... Okay, here's the disinfectant room that I wanted to check first. Here's some shotgun shells. Microscopes and various medical items. Alright. Oh. Well, morphine. Okay. Okay. Because we know that enemy is pretty close to this thing, so I'll just get ready to... Okay, I think I'm gonna try to run past him first. Or... Okay. As long as we're... Oh, boy. Ooh, okay. Ooh, boy. Hey! Like I said, I was able to run past. Can the knight armor help me, maybe? Oh, jeez. Okay, I didn't want it to hit me. That's, Oh, sheesh. Aw, man. Ah. Thankfully, I did save, so... I think continue just goes for the most recent save. See, the problem is when you're too frugal, eventually you'll end up, yeah, making mistakes like these. Let's see. Open this elevator. Have I already done? Nope, have to get the thing. Okay, good. Oh, no. One. At least we know what we're supposed to be doing, so. Oh, push. And push this back. There we go. So yeah, it is nice that the gate here is opened, so we don't need to go circle all around in the east wing and all that. All right. Wrap this. Oh no. Oh yeah, electric current flowing through it. So turn it off first. Let's be safe. All right. Oh, things in your mind. Did you cut out your eye for the immersion? Maybe I did. Hello, things of your mind. Yeah, I do dress up every now and then for several playthroughs. This eye patch actually was used in my playthrough of Alone in the Dark 2 because of One Eye Jack, who also has an eye patch. Turns out he's missing the same eye that Caroline is missing, so that's a funny little trivia there. Also, things to your mind. This over here, this is Bob the Cultist. He's from the cult of Nyarlathotep, and he is here as a guest who talks through psychic powers in my mind. So, if you have any questions for him, go ahead. I have a good feeling about Bob. Oh, well, that's the first time someone having a good feeling about you, Bob. Bob is telling me to, yeah, Bob is telling me to consider joining the cult of Nyarlathotep if you can. So, I'd advise against it, but there you go. That's what he's saying with his psychic powers. Okay, open this. Okay, now we can turn it on. Okay, so there's two enemies here. Now we know. Oh. Sure, my application is in the mail, I swear. Alright, so yeah, you heard him, Bob. His application is in the mail. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, wait. Come on. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can get the other guy, too. Yes! There we go. The art of being frugal. Okay, so, let's see. Because this is the West Wing. So, yeah, the dressing room. We haven't gotten into the dressing room yet. Nice. That's the first time I've seen that. Oh boy, it's dark. Oh boy. Okay, maybe I shouldn't go in here for... I know there are candles to light up, but let's not get in there right now until we grab all the rest here. Disinfectant room. Yeah. Shotgun shells. Anyway, is that emoji from a certain from another Twitch thing? That's a problem for Future Caroline. Exactly. Okay. So yeah, we already went through this anesthesia room. You know what? Let's still go through it because we've cleared up the place in this hallway at least. Oh, right. I think it's from a hype train emote set. Okay, cool. Report about the Tismuit tribe. Okay. Tismuit legends abound of the magical blood that courses through the veins of twins, allowing them to communicate with each other by thought alone. I happen to know a few things about people sending their thoughts and all that. Some even claim that brothers and sisters could appear next to each other in seconds across incredible distances, alright? It is not surprising that the first explorers to arrive on the island called such gifted younglings witch children. Unfortunately, they seldom survive 10 or 11 summers once chosen for sacrifice. However, the most striking tale is that of the nights when no moon was in the sky, the nights when the little twins would be sacrificed, okay? So, yeah, this whole thing about sacrificing the twins and all that. The children would dance torch in hand around the tribe's deceased, while the remaining tribesmen extinguished their torches. With this ritual, the dead would walk the earth again, at least for one night. Interesting. Okay, so... so, what was it? No moon was like the nights when the little would be sacrificed. Right. Torch in hand around the tribe's deceased, while... the tribesmen extinguish their torches. So in the darkness, light, and circling around. Keep that in mind. For now, I am not going to do that. Because I want something else first. Yeah, blood of chosen. This is the blood of chosen ones. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this would turn the lights off. And, well, there's a certain deceased body here. So, get the nails. Alright. So, if the geography is right, this should be where the observation room would be. There you go. There's the observation room. Oh. Alright. First of all, we find this thing here. Oh, a pipe with an attached handle. It smells like sulfur. We also had a different pipe that smells like sulfur. So yeah. Funny thing is, we already had a shotgun, or at least part of a shotgun. Because, put this together... You make a shotgun? Question mark? So, yeah. So yeah, this is essentially the shotgun. It's you can only load one bullet at a time because, I mean, it's not a real professional shotgun or something. It's a pipe. So it's a pipe gun, exactly. So yeah. Anyway, that thing wasn't there. When we were in the room. What you do notice though is that person is holding a torch, circling around, counterclockwise. So, yeah, a man in a radioactive suit is walking around a body in circles. Anyway, here's him again.
Father, what's going on here? Why is that weird man walking around the operating table with that weird chandelier in his hands?
What are you talking about, child? I don't see anything.
Alright.
You don't see the man on the other side of the glass?
My child, this place is giving you hallucinations. You must rest.
I don't know what's real or what is a product of my imagination, Father.
Oh, BRB, want to grab a sandwich from the store down the street? Alright. Have fun with that. With your sandwich.
Let me tell you a story. Hundreds of years ago, this island was inhabited by a tribe. One night, the moon could not be seen in the night sky, and the world was plunged into darkness.
All right.
The shaman of the tribe, those with special blood, danced around their dead, willing their bodies to rise and walk the earth once more.
All right.
That sounds terrifying.
All right. Okay. More nails. All right. So at least we have a shotgun to use against this thing. Okay. So, as they said, turn the lights off. So, counterclockwise. This is fine. Okay. At least there's a light on now. So. Okay. Like always, we can also just reload in the thing itself. So we don't want to use the shotgun shells too much. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think one more shotgun shell should be enough to kill him now. Combine. Is that not enough? Okay, can I maybe save a shotgun shell by using the crowbar instead? Yes. So yeah. At least we didn't use too much of the shotgun shells. And hey, we got an old scalpel. It's very sharp. So we can cut a specific rope this way. Just to be safe, I still want to have the lighter on. Okay. All that for a scalpel. Okay, oh, wait. Let's not forget this. More nails. Oh, stream elements. Question for the chat. How do you prefer the visuals of games like these? Bright, dark, realistic, or cartoony? To be fair, I do find it interesting how the art style doesn't try to be too realistic. Like, it is very uncanny valley and all that, but, like, there's a specific kind of stylization for it. But yeah, clearly the colors are very dark and all that, so yeah, it's clearly very dark. And there's something unique about this in my eyes. Okay, yeah, so let's see. If I remember correctly, if I just... No, don't run. As long as I walk slowly... Yeah. Because he's facing the other way right now. Yeah. Have a light on here. Okay. Is there anything else here? Hey, morphine. Good. Okay. So we don't need to kill him, I believe. We did turn the light on here. Yeah, maybe the best way to deal with this one is just walk slowly all the time. So, okay. Door unlocked. Good. And we end up back in the main hall. Yeah, so this was that was this door. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we have the scalpel. So let's cut the rope. Service area. All right. Scalpel. Scalpel. It seems like a very nice place to enter. Staying in the... Alright, there we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, I hear sounds. Okay, oh, there we go. Shotgun shells, good. Someone was living here. Okay, I believe if we just move... Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. Wait. Oh, turn light on. Good. All right. Let's not waste the shotgun shells. Oh. I heard the thud of him falling. 1 and 2. That should be enough. There we go. Okay. Caution. Yeah, sure. Let's use it. It's my one morphine though. Let's not use it. Okay. What was over here first? No, I think that's where we're supposed to be going. So. That's a nice painting. At least we got some more lights here. Oh, and here's another med kit. Or first aid kit. It's interesting how she has nothing to say about that painting, honestly. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's another enemy over here. You can just kind of see him in the light there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to use a shotgun shell here, but I am going to move slowly as to not alarm him. First, get some light. Oh, I think he noticed me now. Okay, let's see if oh, sheesh. Well, that's what you get. Fine. I'll use the morphine. Wait, no. One and 2. Alright, good. So yeah, only use one shotgun shell. Let's try to save up as much the shotgun shells as we can. Let's see. Nothing over there. Oh, who put these bodies here? There's a lot of bodies here, in fact. Oh, William Wildberger's diary. Okay, let me get back in the mood to make that voice. 20 January 1970. Maria has lost another child. This is the third. I do not know how I find the strength not to falter, but I must be strong for both of us. Maria's condition worsens by the day. Her body may be damaged, but it is her mind that worries me most. She says not a word, and her eyes have stopped reacting when exposed to light. She no longer recognizes me and startles when I try to draw close. Oftentimes, she is so disoriented that she screams and breaks everything in her path. I can stop her only with an injection. I know that Maria, my Maria, is somewhere inside that damaged body. 4 January 1970. She worsens. Today I witnessed an awful sight as I entered her room. She stood in a pool of blood, lashing her own back with a whip. I grabbed her by the wrist, but she fought back while screaming at the top of her lungs. I called in a paramedic and to help me sedate her and put stitches across her entire back. How could she do this to herself? What goes on inside her head? At least tonight, she will sleep soundly. 5 January 1971. By God, what have I done? Maria, will you ever forgive me? So yeah, this was entry 2? Yeah, so this would be before those twins were applause. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, this would be before the twins were born. So they've been trying for kids all this time, but yeah, so it kind of messed up Maria's mind. So, yeah. Basement West. Hey, now we're in the basement. But wait, hold on. Huh? Oh, right, because we went down. And there we go. Oh, yeah, I guess we went down quite a lot more than we realized. Okay. Let's see. Basement. There we go. Yeah. So yeah. So this is where we are now. Okay, so it should be possible to return back to the main hall as well as the morgue, but there's also a boiler room here. Okay. Oh. That's not ominous at all. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There's some unnerving sounds. Again, I love these camera angles. They're so atmospheric and all that. Oh, great. Let's grab something in here. Oh, a small metal dial. There are symbols around the edges. Okay. So there's a square, a hexagon, a pentagon, a triangle, a circle, and a star, I guess. Oh, lovely. A severed hand is in the toilet bowl. I think this is like a reverse of Silent Hill 4, where the main character, yeah, puts his hand down a toilet thing. So, Thing of Your Mind is back. Hey, good. I hope you enjoy your sandwich. I forgot about that. All right. Yeah, let's light up the place just a little bit. All right. Oh, there we go. So that's what made the sounds. Okay. Thankfully there's a candle here. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Let's reload and use. Did he just spit? Yes, he spits blood, and that's his projectile attack. So, lovely. 1 and 2. Ew. I mean, there's a lot of ews in this game. Oh, there's another one somewhere. Let's. Okay, so it's a. Oh, let's grab this. A medical report of a hospital patient. Okay. I call it attack the no healing item run ruiner. Oh yeah, okay. So there's indeed an achievement that makes it so that you yeah, I think it's literally called untouchable. But yeah, getting through the entire game without getting damaged. Yeah, and that attack really does ruin that no healing item run. So there you go. Winter Lake Hospital, 6/6/1916. So it's all 666 then. Dr. Rick Pelletier. Of her 2 twin babies, Miriam Morissette, same last name as Maria, in the process of delivery, gives birth to her first baby, Noah. Okay, so Miriam would be the great grandmother then, if Noah is the grandfather. So, but unfortunately, the other twin, Methusiel, if that's how you pronounce it, passed away as soon as the umbilical cord was cut. At the moment, the cause of his untimely death are unknown. We hope the autopsy will give us more answers. Okay. So yeah, that's a thing with Noah, apparently. Yeah, I do want to... Oh. Should I just lure him all the way over here? Yeah, I think that's the best way to deal with this right now. Just in the same area where I... Oh, jeez. No, that's a bit too far. Okay, let's see. How am I going to deal with this? Fine, I'm just going to use the shotgun shell. Okay, I can't just run out of the darkness, so... There we go. Okay. Might be a little bit of a waste, but whatever. I'm at caution and I don't have any healing items. I just want to be careful right now. Anyway, back where we left off. Yeah. I guess I could have turned the light back on and then try to attack him from here, but I didn't think quickly enough. Oh, okay. It's too dangerous. Step into this water. Okay, so as a reverse of what we did earlier in the game, now we actually have to turn off the electricity in order to actually pass through this without getting shocked. So, was I able to interact with this? No, I couldn't. Okay. Just for context for oh, Starlight, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, have fun. Oh, okay. Well, have a good night, Starlight. But yeah, just for context for things of your mind. Oh, okay, Vanilla Ninja was about to say the same. I want to watch so bad. Let's see. It's been 3 hours. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna continue just a little bit more, and then I'm just gonna stop the stream from there. I think up until I save again. But either way, yeah, what I wanted to say to things of your mind, this is I think the 3rd time I played this game. Usually when I stream a survival horror game, I would have played it a lot more in the meantime. So I still have to kind of think about what I'm supposed to be doing in this game compared to the likes of Alone in the Dark and Resident Evil, where it would be a little bit more intuitive for me. So bear with me that I don't have everything memorized yet. Okay. Understandable. Okay. So, yeah, we have entered back in the main hall. So, as in the lower part of the main hall. Basement. There we go. Yeah, so in the lower part of the main hall with the 3 things here. Let's see. What am I gonna do? Because we have to turn the electricities back off now, and to do that we have to enter the east wing again. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna save and then I'm just gonna end the stream for today. So for me it's actually kind of a shorter stream. Usually I stream about 4 hours or something. I'm just gonna take it easy for today and just take it to 3 hours. Oh, okay, good. Let's see. Let's see if Caroline has something to say about this.
I don't know what just happened. There was a dead creature lying on an operating table. It had blades for hands.
Mm-hmm. And you decided to revive it. Oh, funny how that emote also has the eye patch. Yeah, something to keep in mind for if you happen to watch the next one. I stream every Sunday, so pretty much 1 p.m. EST, 2 p.m. EDT. So yeah, something to keep in mind.
After circling the body 3 times, it rose and tried to kill me.
So it was 3 times. I don't think I counted, but yeah, just circling around several times.
I found an old scalpel. The priest told me it would have been used in the basement morgue. I should find some leads about the girls there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So yeah. That would be it for today. Let me first move back to just chatting. So yeah, with that in mind, yeah, thanks for I had good. Thank you for the follow. Things of your mind. Besides all the psychic things that you've been saying, Bob, do you also have something to say just out in the open? He's essentially saying in the Nyarlathotep language that thank you for watching and hope we see you next time. And I'll essentially say the same thing. So see you next time. Maybe next time Bob can be less chatty. We'll see. We'll see if he's gonna be less or more chatty. He just decided to use psychic powers today, so we'll see. Anyway, see ya.
I